So
Yeah.
that's your baby. That's your oldest one.
Oh yeah.
Can you? I want you to tell a little bit about what happened that day. Whatever you can speak on.
Yeah. So I can give the exact date, August the 11th at 5:02. I got a FaceTime
Mm.
call, and my daughter, you know, she for her to call me that late, I thought it was gonna be something like she might have been upset about something or crying, because sometimes you know how when you need your mom and you call them, they just call you any time of the day and want to talk.
Mm.
And so I thought with her calling me that time of the night, I'm like, first thing in my mind, like, what does she want this time of the morning? So I barely looked over at my phone. I had just got up. I had, getting older, had hot flashes. So I got up. I went to the bathroom, and I remember turning my fan on and getting back in the bed.
Mm.
So I turned over to my left side, and when the my FaceTime went off, I looked over and I just slid it on to turn it on. So I hadn't really looked at the camera, and all I heard her saying was "Mom, Mom." So I'm like, "What is she?" So I turned over,
Mm.
and all I saw was blood.
Mm.
And she was like, "Mom, help me. Just help me, Mom. Help me. My friend shot me." And I'm like, "Your friend? Who is your friend?" And she just said, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe." So I done rolled off the bed, and I'm like, "Where is Bella?" So Bella is my grandbaby, which is her daughter. She didn't have any idea where she was. And so I'm like, "Where is Bella?" "I don't know. I don't know." She said, "Mom, I can't breathe." And I said, "You gonna live. You are gonna live." I said, "Call on Jesus." And I started calling Jesus. I called Jesus 3 times. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I said, "You gonna live. You gonna be all right." And I don't even know how I got off the phone because, to be honest, I was like in a panic mode. I asked her, first of all, I asked her, why did she call me? Because I'm like, did you call the police? Did you call because like, why you calling me? Because it wasn't nothing I could do.
Yeah, yeah.
And she told me she had. So I had ended up getting off the phone with her, and I remember calling my aunt and saying that please pray, just start praying. Kira been shot, and she said her friend did. I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting ready to go where she is. And I got off, and then I called my friend girl Tanya
Mm.
to come and get me because I didn't think I could drive. I was like super nervous.
Okay.
So I was trying to explain to her what's going on. I'm like, just, I just need to get to her. And so she comes and get me, and we make it to Sharpsburg. But by that time, her best friend is calling me, asking me what's going on. I'm like, I have no clue. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what Bella is. I just need somebody to get there. So she was closer to her than I was.
Okay.
So she gets there, and when we pull up, we already see yellow tape. We see the ambulance, police. Everybody's just full over there. So they wouldn't let us go but so far up because of the yellow tape. But thank God she had my grandbaby. So she was safe. And so we proceed to get in. They was like, well, we taking them to Greenville, whatever. So we get in the car, and I called my baby girl to meet me back at the house so we can all go to the hospital together. Well, while we we're heading back, my grandbaby is trying to tell us what happened.
Mm.
But we didn't know what she was talking about at the time because it's like she said, what she called him? I can't remember what she called him, but he shot his daughter and his girlfriend. And I was like, "Oh, he did?" Because I didn't know if she was making this up because she was like, "And I'm telling the truth too." And I was like, "Oh, so what did you do?" She said, "I ran because I didn't want him to shoot me."
Mm.
And I'm like, "Okay." Still not knowing what had happened. So I didn't know if this was like made up. Did
Yeah.
something happen? What did we miss? Because I know we saw glass, and I remember my daughter's best friend crying about Rick's being, in the on the ground, and he was bleeding. All of that before I got there, so I didn't know who Rick's was.
Mm.
I didn't know any of that.
Mm.
So we get to the hospital, and that's when a lot of the what happened was starting to come, to the front, like what exactly had happened. And so, from what was told, they were all there at the house, that she had just come in from hanging out, and the young man and and Reeks at the time, they came there and they was all just hanging out. They leave to go get chicken. She is there with the kids. He is calling his baby mama to try to get her to come over there. So she ended up coming there, and they were all in there playing the video games or whatever when Shy them had went and got something to eat. And they come back. Now, I'm not sure of what the argument was about, what happened with that or whatever, but somehow or another they get into an argument, everybody end up outside. And that's when all the shooting and stuff took place outside. So she was there and saw when he shot Kiera and Zoe, but she tried to run because he had already shot Reeks too. She tries to run, and she said she fell. She got up. She got Bella, told Bella to run, and then she's trying to get up the steps because I think she had fell again trying to get up the steps. She gets in the house. She thought she had locked the door, but she didn't. He comes in behind her, and he puts the gun to her head and said, I ought to shoot you, cursed at her. He ought to kill her. And she said she just pleaded for her life. She asked him not to. So at this time, she told Bella to run. Bella went back out the door, so she didn't know where Bella had went to. Yeah. And but by the grace of God, he left. He just walked off.
Wow. So, in that tragedy, a young child, 6 years old,
yes,
wound up dying.
Yes.
Her mom wound up dying.
Yes.
Another guy was shot, and your daughter was shot, and your granddaughter was in harm's way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
And your daughter was shot in the face, or?
So, listen, God is so good because my daughter was shot twice, and not one artery, not a tooth or anything was broken.
Wow.
Yep. So came in through her neck and her face, so out her face. But you wouldn't, she didn't have anything broken. Of course, they had to stitch her up, but nothing was broken, no main artery hit or anything. So I know it was nobody but God, nobody but Him.